Welcome back to Puzzle Talk Tuesday. Extra coffee this morning. This is extra coffee. And y'all know I couldn't wait to pull out this vest in Florida. If you live in Florida, you know we got about, I said, a solid 10 days out of the year where we can pull stuff like this out. So when it's an opportunity, you better seize that opportunity and pull that vest out of the closet because it doesn't happen often. But I'm inside now, so I'm going to take this off. But welcome back to Puzzle Talk Tuesday. And I'm going to be starting a new puzzle today. Thanks to Miss A Lady for the puzzle. And I'm going to be looking for, oh goodness. I'm going to be looking for this one because I feel like it's fitting. I know we just went through Halloween, but y'all don't be skipping out on Thanksgiving. And this is one thing I do not miss about cold weather. Look at the static, y'all. This is what I don't miss about the cold weather right here. And if y'all know you lived up north before, it's right here. Static everywhere. So I'm trying to find this one because we're not skipping out on Thanksgiving over here. We still in fall. I know all my Christmas hoopla out there, but we are going to do the caramel apple one. So I need to find number 6. But needless to say, welcome back to Puzzle Talk Tuesday, y'all. And this week's word of the week is confidence. So we are at Puzzle Talk Tuesday where we take one piece of life and fit it into the bigger picture. That's all we're trying to do here. That's all I'm trying to do here. And I tell you what, I need that one piece in life today because today was, I don't know, maybe it was the cold weather. Maybe it was, I don't know. It was just one of those days where it took me a little bit to get moving today. But you know what? I got up, I got to it, got to the gym, kept going. Got extra coffee, so cheers to that. We are Tuesday-ing, if that's a word, Tuesday-ing, Puzzle Talk Tuesday-ing. All right, so let's start. This week's word of the week, confidence, right? And let's just break this down. Here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you find lying around. Just doesn't happen. It's something you build piece by piece, just like a puzzle. See, we live in a world that teaches us to borrow confidence, I'll say. Borrow it from likes, from attention, from approval. We scroll and we compare and we think that someone else's highlight reel is proof we're behind. It's not true. Your puzzle doesn't look like theirs because of a reason. Your puzzle isn't meant to look like somebody else's. So get that out of there. Stop scrolling to find that confidence. When you try to borrow confidence, it never really fits. It is like forcing the wrong piece into your puzzle. You might make it fit for a moment, but it will bend your edges. It will warp your puzzle and you end up exhausted, overthinking, and disconnected from your own design or your own picture, right? So we don't want that. We don't want to end up disconnected. Confidence borrowed from comparison always breaks. Remember that. Confidence borrowed from comparison always breaks. Because it's rooted in someone else's validation instead of your own. True confidence, the kind that will last, comes from building trust with yourself. Confidence is what happens when self-trust meets self-awareness. I'll say that again. Confidence is what happens when self-trust meets self-awareness. Confidence is not built in those big moments, guys. It's built in those quiet ones. It's when you show up scared, but you still show up. It's when you try again after the no. When you give grace instead of judgment. It's like this morning. I think I told myself probably 5 excuses of why I couldn't go to the gym. I still went. I still made it. Those moments mean more. Each of those moments add another piece to your puzzle. And over time, that puzzle starts to build and becomes a reflection of who you are becoming. So it's all about who you are becoming and not who you are pretending to be. You start to realize that confidence and self-actualization are linked. Confidence says, I believe in me. Self-actualization says, I'm living as me. One feeds the other. And let's just get this out there. When you stop chasing perfection, I finally found the pieces, by the way. When you stop chasing perfection, you start honoring progress. You move closer to that highest version of yourself, the one that is already written, that God has in store for you and he already saw coming. That is when you start to realize that. And here is the puzzle piece that will change everything. Your blessing isn't robbing me of mine. Especially nowadays, I think this is so common in today's online world. Your blessing isn't robbing me of mine. We lose confidence when we start comparing our puzzles, right? Forgetting that we all have these different lives and we all have these different pictures that we are trying to complete. Someone else's success doesn't shrink yours. It simply proves that it's possible. Confidence is rooted in faith, says, if it can happen for them, it can happen for me too. And you know, when you finally stop fighting for attention and start aligning with purpose, that is when your peace sets in. That's when your confidence feels quiet, right? Not loud, not performative, just steady. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for that loud, that enormous, that big movie-like confidence. We're not looking for that. So this week, build your confidence piece by piece. Whether you're building your actual life's puzzle or whether you are actually trying to build a puzzle. Stop trying to rush your picture. Stop. It's not worth it. Stop trying to rush your own picture. It is your picture for a reason. You are not faking it. You are forming it. You are not behind. You are becoming. Confidence isn't the finish line. It is the bridge that will take us to the finish line. So, smile through it. Shine through it. Like I said, it was one of those mornings for me, but I still smiled through it. I shined through it. I got up, got some extra coffee, because the more that you trust your puzzle, the clearer your picture will become. So, the more you trust your puzzle, the clearer the picture will become. So keep at your puzzle, keep smiling, keep shining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, pass this to someone that needs to see this today. Whether or not they like to just see me talk while I puzzle, try to puzzle because I just found the pieces. Pass it to somebody. Everybody could use a little positivity, especially on this Tuesday. Let's just keep passing it. Let's like, subscribe, comment if this resonated with you. We need to get some more positivity online, I promise you. And as always, don't forget to tune in to my next Tuesday Puzzle Talk. But don't forget, y'all, send this to somebody who needs to see it. I don't know what y'all still waiting for. Send it to somebody who needs to see it. Share it if you need to come back to it. That's what it's here for. And as always, stay smiling, stay shining.